Shloka 15, Ishopanishad. Hiranyamena patrena satyasya apahitam mukham tattvam bhushana apavreno satya dharmaya drishtaye Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnanam Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Panchadeshakali. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Prabhupada tells a very nice story, and this is called the story of Dinabandhu Dada. What happens that once one boy is there in a school, he is very poor. And the teacher has a big function. Previously, there is no salary. Teacher, Brahmana, his livelihood is patanpa, teachers. And people maintain it, but there is no contract. So he has a big function to come and he announces the big function is there, whatever you people can give, it is very nice. So every student comes and offers something. Somebody says I can do this, somebody says I can do this, just like now we have Janmashtami coming, big function is coming. So what happens that one poor child is there and he is not able to say anything. So he says, tomorrow I'll do. Because he said, I have to ask my mother, we are very poor. He said, okay, whatever you can. So he comes goes to his mother in the night. He says, Mother, everybody has offered something, there is a big function, and what do I offer? So he says, mother says, Beta, we are very poor. So he feels very sad. He said, nobody can help us. Mother was a devotee, like Dhruva's mother was a great devotee. She said, yes, Krishna can help. Krishna is Dinabandhu. Dinabandhu means he is the friend of the who are helpless. So where is Krishna? Krishna is in the forest. Just like Dhruva Maharaj's mother also is in the forest. So he goes to the forest and he is an innocent boy. He starts praying, Dinabandhu Dada, come Dinabandhu Dada, where are you? And he starts crying. The Prabhupada said, yes, Anytime a devotee cries helplessly to the Lord, Krishna is very affectionate. Krishna came. He said, yes, what do you want? He said, Krishna, this is the condition, I am not able to offer anything. You say for the festival, whatever curd, all the curd will be supplied by you. So he's very happy now. So he goes running and to the school and he tells the teacher, that curd, my brother is there, his name is, what is his name? Dinabandhu Dada. He's going to supply all the curd. He said, oh, that's very nice. Thank you very much. So that day, when the festival day, where is the curd now? He has to go and ask him. So he goes again in the morning to the forest and he said, Dinabandhu Dada, come. So he came, Krishna came. He said, curd. So he gave him a small vessel. Small vessel. Just like where the archman comes, small vessel. He gave him. So this a small child doesn't know anything, Otherwise, any grown-up person will say, oh, what will happen? He's a small child, he doesn't understand. He took that and he went. So all arrangements were there, and then finally for curd, where is the fellow? Curd, he said he's going to supply all the curd. And he came, and instead of bringing a drum or something of curd, he brought a small vessel. And he came. So what is that? My brother gave for curd. So he became very angry. He said, what is this? Now such a big function is there, and thousands of people are going to come, hundreds and thousands of people are going to come, and this much curd. So he kept it very neglectfully, he fell down. And the teacher went away somewhere. Whole arrangements are going on for the function, big festival. Then he comes back. Teacher is shocked. That vessel is again full. The teacher again pours it, looks at it, again it is full. Then Prabhupada says, yes. Om Purnamada Purnavidam Purnam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya. Ishopanishad began with the sloka. Actually, Prabhupada used to say for anybody who is doubt that the Vedas speak, because Ishopanishad is part of the Vedas. Because some people, teachers, so-called fellows, that Vedas are talking only in personal. No, sir. They may be emphasizing that, but they are also talking about the Supreme Personality. Why Krishna Gita is saying, by Vedesha Sarvaya Ahame Vivedya. Through all the Vedas that have to be known. So then what happens is that, try to understand this point, that this is where the impersonalists make a fundamental mistake. They don't understand God's potencies. They don't talk about God at all. All they talk about is Brahman, and that the Brahman is transforming something very strange. Or they say Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya. Brahman is truth, and this world is an illusion. And this is as a great mistake they make. This world is another energy of God. Brahman is also another energy of God, the effulgence of the Lord. Bhagavad Gita it says, Brahmano hi pratishtaham. Just by one book, Bhagavad Gita, we can understand and correct ourselves from this mistake, provided we take the direct meaning of the verses. The impersonal is what they do, even though this direct, Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, very simple argument. Again, aham adividevana, aham sarvasya prabhavo, mattam sarvam pravartate, sarvadharman parityajya, mam ekam sharanam vraja. So many times aham and man is a person. No? Now how can you say he is not a person? When he is saying I, and you say it is not I, what is all this? This is not logical. No? Why is Krishna saying aham? And you say no, he is not a person. So it doesn't sound logical actually, their philosophy. And Gita does not support it. But what they do is actually very dangerous thing. And they twist the meaning of the word. They don't take the direct meaning. Prabhupada said, sun doesn't need your lantern. Sun is directly visible. So this is why actually it is very sad they make this mistake. And here the verse is very clear. Hiranamena patrena. Hiranamena means the effulgence. And then patrena, by the dazzling covering. We are covered it. The Lord's face is covered with the dazzling effulgence. What is covered? Satyasa abhitam mukham. Mukham means the face. Mukh. Now who has a face? Face is only of the person. How can impersonal have a face? They say, my Lord, your face is covered by this dazzling effulgence. Satyasya, whose face is covered? The supreme truth. Satya, absolute truth. Apahitam, covered. Mukham, the face. So therefore what we should do? Tattam Bhushana Apavinu. My Lord, Tvam means you. Tat, that covering, referring to that covering. My Lord, Bhushana. Bhushana is another adjective for the Lord. He is the maintainer. Previously also Lord was referred in the Ishopanishad as Bhushana, or the supreme maintainer. Apavrinu. Apavrinu means remove. Satya Dharmaya Drishtahe. So that for the devotee, Drishtahe, or exhibiting, the devotee can see one. So this is the prayer actually in Ishopanishad. So how can we say now? The Vedas talk about it very clear. It is a personality. And the problem of the impersonalist is also spoken in the shloka. What is the problem of the impersonalist? That they become, Krishna is covered by the Brahmajyoti for them. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Yogamaya naham prakash sarvasya yogamaya samavritah. So I am not visible to everybody. I am covered by my yogamaya. This is just one Brahman effulgence. So Krishna is not visible to everybody actually. He is hidden. His personality is not. It is not that Krishna is just sitting and smiling. Krishna is very active. He is supreme personality. Krishna personally came in the past time. We all know that. And he was very active. There was this past time. Once Duryodhana, you know that Duryodhana and Bhima. And they were fighting. And that time Balaram also comes. He says, one is very skillful, other is very powerful. Duryodhana was trained by Balaram. He said, he is very skillful. And this fellow, Bhima, is very powerful. So if they fight, nobody will win. Because one is more skillful, one is more powerful. It's like you can keep fighting endlessly. So don't waste your time. Stop this one. But they were looking to somehow finish another person. It was going on. So what happens that at that time, Balaram finds no use, he goes away. But Krishna doesn't go to Dwarka, he is waiting there. Because he has to do something. He has to tell Bhima one secret. What is the secret? So what happens that Bhima was where to hit? Below the waist, yes. Because according to Gada rules, you cannot hit below. But Krishna says, exception is there. Otherwise, Pandavas never broke any rule. Only when Krishna told they broke. They fought in the night also once. Because Krishna told. They wanted Karna to release that Pashupati Esther on the Ghatotkacha. Correct? So many times. Yudhishthira Maharaj told a lie to Duryodhana, to Dronacharya also. But exception, every rule is an exception. But if Krishna is involved, that's a not that you now start saying every rule is an exception and start breaking everything. So then what happens is that the Gandhari, anybody who follows austerity, he has power. Prabhupada says, Brahmachari follows Brahmacharya, he gets power. Anybody he follows, just like a wife is very chaste, she becomes powerful. If she curses somebody, he will be destroyed. Tapasya is there. What is tapasya? Regulations. If you follow any regulation, you will become powerful. So at least for that reason we can follow regulation. But we follow. When you become proud, then you are finished. There is another problem. If you become proud because of tapasya, you lose all the merit of it. So don't become proud. Among devotees, we always should be actually. The morning also discussing. I am a servant. Not that we try to be. Even Prabhupada says that the spiritual master, pure devotee, even that all the disciples will be offering obeisances. In the heart, he's the Mahabhagavata, he's also offering obeisances within the heart. Externally he accepts the worship. Yes, he has to train people how to serve Krishna. Except Prabhupada had, when he will be eating, he had chapati and he will ring the bell. Then the next one, when he has finished the chapati, they will bring him. So somebody will say, my God, he is enjoying like this. No, he's training them. You have to serve Krishna. You you have to serve like this. But not everybody should artificially take this position. Then you will become pakka enjoys. It has to be properly. So what happens that Gandhari was tapaswini, she is in Bhagavatam refers her as tapaswini. She was great austerity she performed. Gandhari or Kunti, the great Bhishma, with our great personalities. So great tapasya she had. So she said, okay, she made herself blind because her husband was blind. So she followed the husband even in that. Wife is to follow. Out of her own choice. And then one day she told the son, every day, the battle was going on, but they were living in a camp. And sometimes they used to come to visit the families. And Gandhari was there in the camp at that time. So he came, every day he used to come in the morning and offer obeisances. So one day when he was going offer obeisances, before that, previous day night, she told him, my beta, when you come tomorrow morning to offer, he was the eldest son, so most dear. So when you come tomorrow to offer obeisances, you come naked. I'll remove my covering and look at you. Your body will become like iron. I said, okay, mother, I will do that because she had tapasya. Once she can do that, she cannot do it second time. So morning when he was going naked, immediately Krishna came. How very are you going like this, naked? I'm going to see my mother like this. Very shameless fellow. At least put one langot, no? So he put some langot and he went to see. So she opened her eyes and the Duryodhana is there. She saw the langot. So his whole body became like iron except the area where he was wearing langot. So then she told, why is it you are wearing like this? I told you to come fully naked. No, Krishna. So she started smiling. So they're all actually very advanced people. They can know my wish is not fulfilled. Krishna has intervened. Something is going to happen. They all know this world is not moving independently of Krishna. So try to understand here, Krishna is not like some God who is smiling from far. Krishna is involved in everything. He is a personality. Even in the spiritual world, Krishna is very, very smart, very dynamic. Every moment Krishna is doing something. Just like Krishna was a childhood boy, what he was doing? He was stealing the butter. Correct? He was running and they were making big plan and they were making big action and running. That's why after Janmashtami day they try to imitate that in some way, but they come drunk, number one. Number two, Krishna is not there in their mind. In their mind, the money which is in the handi. Correct? This is, we do it in a proper way. Any festival is good. We don't do it properly, then we should remember Krishna at least. Have some nice Harinam for half an hour. Then do it. That's nice. Bombay, it's all very popular festival all over India. They're breaking their handi. And in rich cities like Bombay, it's a big amount there. When it's where, thousands of people watch it. But at least do some kirtan of people. Then it will be nice. I'm not saying nobody does it, but more and more people forget the real thing. Just like Holi. They forget the real thing and it becomes a dirty business. Like that. So what I was talking about? Yeah, Krishna is very dynamic, very active. So it's not that now removing the personality of Krishna, you have destroyed everything. Krishna is such a, so he's always active. And Krishna is every day planning to meet Radharani and he's very active. Whole planning is going on. This will happen, that will happen. A lot of fun is going on. It is not that Krishna is sitting. In Narayana feature, the fun is less. In the Narayana feature is sitting and Chawala is going on. I am not saying compared to material world is unimaginable. But in Krishna feature, the Narayana is the same personality as Krishna. He now takes a playful mood. In Narayana feature is sitting and people are doing Chamara and he is coming out in a palanquin and Lakshmis are all there, all worshipping him, all the servants are there, correct? But in Krishna feature, Narayana becomes very playful. And even Lakshmi want to join him in that mood and that is Radharani. Radharani is called Adi Lakshmi and Narayana, Krishna is called Adi Narayana. The origin of Narayana. And Radharani is the origin of Lakshmi. In Lakshmi mood, Lakshmi cannot join. Therefore, it is said in the Bhagavatam, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, that will be another topic now, how Krishna featured is original, not Narayana. Many people feel Krishna is one of the incarnations. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came to South India, he went to one place, Srirangam, and he stayed in the house of Venkata Bhatta. Correct? And his son later became one of the Goswamis. So when he was, his son was Gopal Bhatta, who became later Gopala Bhatta Goswami. So when he was there in the house, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him a question one day. He said, the Lakshmi is always eager to enter Rasalila and she is not allowed. And the gopis, when they saw Narayana, because once Krishna vanished from the Rasalila and he manifested in front of gopis and Narayana, they paid him obeisance and walked away. They were not interested in Narayana. How do you solve this puzzle? Both are in the scriptures. Correct? This is from Shastra. And no answer. Finally, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes over to him. Don't worry. It's fine. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then he changed to Radha Krishna worship from Lakshmi Narayana worship. She Vaishnavas worship Lakshmi Narayana. We are not saying that is worshipping of the Lord only, but still higher is the worship of Radha Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has gifted to this world worship of Radha Krishna, which is the highest actually. So always there are fun pastime going on in the Krishna. So Lord is nowhere, no point. The Lord is impersonal. Lord is a person, either as Krishna or as Narayana. These are very active. But in this world, the Lord is manifested as a Paramatma feature. And this Paramatma feature is present in everybody's heart. Correct? Aware of everything. He is there even inside atom. Ekam Sena Siddho Jagat. Krishna says there is one expansion of mind and maintain this whole cosmic manifestation. Krishna does not take one step outside Vrindavan. He is always in Vrindavan, playing with his devotees all the time. He is holding a flute in his hand. Even when Krishna killed the demons on earth planet, Krishna did not do that. His expansions did that. Vasudeva or other expansions do that. Vasudeva. Krishna does not do that. Krishna only holds a flute. Other Vishnu, Narayana expansions. Generally, what happens when the expansions happen, they are taken care by Shri Daksha Vishnu. That is one of the expansions of the Lord that takes care. Krishna doesn't bother about the maintenance of the universe. All incarnations come from him only. Therefore, in one sense, it is true. All incarnations are coming from Vishnu. And Krishna also, because in a general term it is said, Krishna is also one of the incarnations. But later, just like in the Bhagavatam, all the incarnations listed, then Bhagavatam says, wait a minute, to clarify you, which is not clarified other scripture. Therefore, some people are confused. Bhagavatam says, Ete chamsakala pumsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan. So, wait a minute. Now you listed 23 incarnations, but before you proceed, I want to tell you something. What is that? Ete, cha, hamsa, kala, these all what he mentioned were expansion and expansion of the expansion. Kala is called expansion of the expansion. Amsha. Krishnastu Bhagavan. But Krishna is the Swayam Bhagavan, the original personality. All the acharyas have quoted this to show actually that Krishna is not expansion, Krishna is the original personality. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's contribution was to uphold the supremacy and the original position of Krishna. True, all the Vaishnavas worship Krishna at this point, but who is the origin? Just like the candles are there. Brahma explains in the Brahma Samhita, Deepa Racher Dashantara Abhupetya. Deepa ite viruddha hetu samana dharma. Govindamadi Purusha. One more mic we can have, one person with a shloka, so he can, now he can do. So then what happens is that he says, just like Brahma Samhita says, just like candles are there. Now so many candles we are having, one candle lights another candle. Correct? But we have to see what is the original candle. We have to see that. Correct? When one candle lights another candle, both candles are of the same power. But still, what is the original candle? Original candle, Adi Purusha is Krishna. Therefore, Brahma also in the Brahma Samhita, every verse, he keeps saying, Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Adi means Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigra Anadiradi Govinda Sarvakarana. So Paramatma is not the original personality. Krishna is the original personality. So in this way we can understand. So there is one more example we can take to understand this point. The point is like, again become mouse. That story is again become mouse. What happens once one rishi was sitting, power, he has some tapasya, so he has some. Previously Rishi Muni do some tapasya, so he has power, he can bless. Today what tapasya? They cannot control anything. What tapasya is there? There is no tapasya. You see them smoking ganja. What tapasya? So what happened? They were sitting, Rishi Muni, and he is doing his meditation. So suddenly one rat comes running. He says, yes. He says, please help me, please help me. So what do you want? Cat is chasing. He said, okay. He blesses it, he becomes cat. Happily he runs away. Then he is back into his meditation. Again the cat starts coming around. What is that? He says, I have a problem. What is the problem? Dog is chasing. So okay, he blesses it, become dog. And he goes back to meditation. And after a few days, again the dog comes around. So what is that? A tiger is chasing. So okay, becomes a tiger. Then he goes back to his meditation. He opens his eyes. The tiger is sitting there only. So what happened? Why are you sitting now here? He said, I want to eat you. To eat me. Punar Mushiko. Again become mouse. Okay. The same way try to understand this. Mayavadis fall in that trap. They try to become, it is not easy actually. They get some knowledge and they understand the sense gratification is not everything. They evolve and everything goes on. And they become famous in the society. There are thousands of people, coming, worshipping them, and they say, I am God. They fall for this trap. This is the problem actually of the impersonal. And many, not one, we see mostly they get trapped. This is everything now. And you feel some peace. Definitely you feel some peace. When you follow the impersonal path, there is some peace. They get some peace. And they feel this is everything. Therefore it is called the last snare of Maya. Why it is called the last snare of Maya? Because we have originally in our heart, we are there in this world revolting against the supremacy of Krishna. So you should be very careful, even as devotees, in association and society of devotees. Our attitude is to serve the Vaishnavas. Just like now we are giving class, it should be, yes, serve the Vaishnavas, the message of Krishna. Not I have become the chief now. Then you are gone, finished. You lost your spiritual life. Correct? You will fall into sense gratification. Punar Mushiku Bhava. Moment you think, yes, now I deserve honor, then Punar Mushiku. Again become mouse. Krishna will throw you. You will lose your spiritual life. You should be very careful. Because we have come to this material world. For what purpose we have come to this world? To become boss. We have come only for this business. And whole life, we are growing. Now I will get that job, I will become bigger boss, 1,000 people will listen to me, and it will be very nice. Correct? And everybody is dreaming. Sometimes not night, daydreaming. Day we do that. Sometimes the devotees also those dreams come. I will go to Mayapur, all devotees will like Shukadeva Goswami said, powerful. We also can go. The trap can come anywhere, anybody can. Prabhupada never feel it's a Maya. Prabhupada wants many times. Never feel like that. Always we should feel that if I go in a assembly of Vaishnavas, they should take chappal and beat me. This is how I am. This is the humility of a Vaishnava. Not superficial humility. Externally he feels he should be worshipped. He's saying I am humble because he thinks that will add to his glories. That is one more adjective I like. Oh, he's so humble and he wants to hear that. Humility becomes a pride sometimes. He speaks softly because he wants to be worshipped. You understood? The Prabhupada defines humility very nicely in the Bhagavad Gita. And there was one, I had said this before. And I was thinking, what is humility? And I had no idea. And there was one devotee, he was very old. He comes sometimes, he is 90-year-old now. At that time, he was 70-year-old. So, when a person is very old, his arms are all down, So I used to think, he's so humble. Some devotee told me. Humility does not mean that. Humility means not expecting honor. That is called humility. He has no appetite for any honor. Externally we may act humble, but in the heart we are desiring respect and honor from the society. This is not humility, this is cheating. And this is a big weed now. There are 6 weeds in bhakti. What are the 6 weeds? Mana, Puja, Pratishtha, Kutinati, Jivahimsa and Nishidachara. Kutinati, to speak duplicitly in the society of devotees. This is even in public, which devotee should be straightforward. Don't speak duplicitly. Say something, mean something, do something. Correct? It's called politics. It should be very simple and straightforward. So people feel so comfortable with the devotee. Then, Jiva Himsa. We should not give pain to other living entities. Then, Nishidachara. We don't follow principles. And then, last one, Mana, Puja, Pratishtha. All the 3 are different actually. Otherwise, Acharya is saying it separately. And Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami says it separately. Mana, Puja, Pratishtha. You can analyze them. Overall, these 3 are referring to this Puja, Pratishtha. And if this grows in your heart, then whatever bhakti you are doing, your bhakti lata creeper is not growing. The weeds are growing. What is growing? The weeds. Just like suppose you have some kheti. What does the planter? After planting his weed, he comes every day. If there is a weed, he pulls all the weed. Why? All the nutrition, water the weed will take. And the real plant will dry. So we want to become devotee of Krishna. We want to grow as a devotee of Krishna. But if this desire for name and fame enters our heart, then we are gone. Spiritual life is over. Because whatever bhakti you do will go to that direction. And because you are proud, you will do aparadhas, offenses, and your spiritual life is smashed. Because once you make offense, Prabhupada says, even a Kanishthadikari you hurt, you cannot go back to Krishna. You have to come back, take pardon from him, then you can go back to the spiritual. There was once Rupa Goswami. So he was in meditation. Goswamis are exalted personalities. We cannot even understand how exalted they are. Very, very exalted devotees of the Lord. And they were in Samadhi. So Rupa Goswami was in Samadhi on Krishna Leela. Rupa Goswami is Rupa Manjil, one of the associates of the Lord Krishna, the spiritual word in Goloka. So when he was in the past meditating on Radha Krishna Leela, he was laughing, the sweetness of the Leela. And one Langada walked by. And always the person with a handicap, he's always having some inferiority complex. If somebody laughs, he thinks he's laughing at me only. That's the problem. They always think of that. So, always self-conscious. So what happens? He says, oh, he's laughing at me. He became a little hurt. And he walked away. And his meditation broke down. Again he's trying to think about Radha Krishna Leela. Nothing is coming. So we should always be careful. Unless you surrender to the spiritual master, we have no access to Krishna consciousness. And when we become loose or surrender to the spiritual master, the bliss of Krishna consciousness runs away. Correct? And through that, the rest of the things follow. So now an offense is happening. And again he's trying to meditate on Radha Krishna Leela. He is not able to meditate. When meditate on Krishna, it is not, yogis do one kind of meditation. Their meditation is what? Paramatma sitting in the heart and smiling. But bhaktas do meditate on Radha Krishna Leela. They are not just meditating on Krishna smiling. They are meditating on Krishna playing with his devotees. That is a higher understanding. So what happens that then he asks the elder brother Sanatana Goswami, see what is happened, this has happened, what you have happened, why? He says your meditation is broken means some offense has happened to a Vaishnava. He said, I didn't consciously, I have not offended any Vaishnava. He said, unconscious offenses are also counted. Then how do I know? Because sometimes unconsciously we may have offended somebody. Therefore, when you serve Vaishnavas, the advantages unconscious offenses are nullified. Therefore, devotees are eager to serve Vaishnavas. Like that. We go around Tulsi Maharani, we pray to the Vamchakalpatarupas, we try to nullify because we may not consciously do, unconsciously do. So he said, okay, he said, do one thing, elder brother tells him, Sanatana Goswami. You have a function, festival at your place. Invite all the residents of Vrindavan. If somebody does not come, means he is offended. He said, okay, that's a nice idea. So he says, we have some Harinam festival. We'll have Harinam for some lot of time. Some prasada will be there. All of you come. Everybody invites. One Langada did not come. So after the festival, he understood, hey, there's a doubt. So he goes to him and he said, have I hurt you? Why did you come? Yeah, you are laughing. Nicely you are laughing when I am walking. So he understands. Then he explains and he clears the offense. And then again when he says he can enter into Krishna Leela. So try to understand Krishna is a person. Therefore, impersonalists cannot enter this process also. Because they don't understand it's a personal process. It is not trying to capture Krishna. Just like what happens. Suppose you don't understand mathematics, you don't know how to do trigonometry, what do? Sit, understand 2-3 hours, you'll capture it. You can capture it. Material knowledge can be captured. But spiritual knowledge cannot be captured. It is revealed when Krishna is pleased, and it is covered when Krishna is displeased. So without Krishna's mercy, we cannot stay at the lotus feet of the Lord. We may struggle to control the senses. Control. Therefore, there is a famous shloka. What is the famous shloka? Durdanta indriya kala sarpa potakadam sraya. Kaivalyam narakayate. Those who know can chant together, no? Kaivalyam narakayate. Siddhashapura akasha pushpayate. Danta indriya kala sarpa potakadam srayate. Then Vishram purna sukayate. Vidhi mahendrasa kitayate. Then what is the last line? Yat karuna. So this is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Not full, little, kataksha. If you get little, once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most merciful personality. Correct? Little mercy you get of Lord Chaitanya. Right? What will happen if you get little mercy of Lord Chaitanya? Kaivalyam narakayate. Look at the shloka. Kaivalyam narakayate. Now everybody, this Brahman effulgence, people are mad after merging into Brahman effulgence. Narakayate. So then, it is hell. He doesn't want. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu once asked a devotee, I bless you with Jyoti. He said, no, Jyoti, I don't want Jyoti. Brahma Jyoti. Devotees hate Brahma Jyoti. They say it's a naraka. In fact, Prabhupada jokes, the enemies of Krishna get that. When Krishna kills any demon, he gets Brahma Jyoti. So what is so special about it which even enemies get by being killed by Krishna? So it is not considered special, Brahma Jyoti. And then Tirishapura Akasha Pushpayate. People are so excited. People are so excited about what they are excited about? Heavenly pleasures. Oh, Italy is so nice. I will go to America. I will become a rich man. So they like this, they are dreaming. Tridashapura. There are Tridashapura is referring to the millions of devatas, 30 million devatas. Akasha Pushpayate. He thinks like flower in the sky. Flower doesn't grow in the sky. So similarly, millions and crores of enjoyment that the devatas have is all illusion. Waste. Devotee is not interested in that. In fact, when you go to Vaikuntha on the way, you will see all the devalokas like a lift. Nowadays they have glass lifts everywhere. Like that it is. And you want to come out, lift door will open out. And you will be stuck in the devaloka. Devotees are not interested. Even Vaikuntha, Brahma Jyoti comes, Brahman, so much pleasure. They are not interested. Therefore, we have to hold on to the words of Acharya. Vaikuntha also door will open. Devotees don't come out in Vaikuntha also. They lift, final destination is Goloka. There the lift opens. He runs. He does not. Bhaktilata plant does not take shelter anywhere. If you want to take full benefit of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, come out only, lift will come. You have offered devotion service, lift will start now. So don't come out. Come out only in Goloka. It is going to the last point, the last floor you should come out. Don't come out in between. Vaikuntha also it is good. But best is if we can come out in Goloka. Where Krishna is in most playful mood. Where Krishna you don't even know he is the Supreme Lord. He hides that from you. You just love him. Krishna is the most lovable personality, most wonderful personality in Goloka. Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda never feel he is God. Their intention. When Kaliya had gripped Krishna in the Leela, all the residents of Vrindavan are crying and crying. And Yashoda mother went into trance, was samadhi. She was not even breathing, like went into trance. And all the devotees are loudly chanting Krishna Leela to keep her alive. Imagine, just imagine their attachment to Krishna. They're feeling the world is gone. Now we cannot live. In fact, they were in Vrindavan and they saw some inauspicious symptoms. Always they were worried about Krishna, small boy. Where is Krishna? Something is going to happen. Just imagine. All the time the meditation on Krishna is so thick. So now let us just finish with the shloka. Kaivalyam narakayate. Kaivalya means this merging into Brahman. This naraka, hellish. Why it is hellish? There is no opportunity to serve Krishna. Devotee does not want it. Therefore, the devotee is saying, remove the effulgence. I want to see your beautiful face. Prabhupada gave another example. We see the sunshine, we see the sun disk, and there is the sun planet. Now, sometimes we see the sunshine, there is some understanding. We understood something about the sun. Next more is, you see the sun. From where the sunshine is coming, sun planet is there. Oh, you see sun is there also. But can you then go inside the sun and see the dynamics? That is still higher. Which is beyond that understanding of this material scientist. There is Surya Deva there, which is beyond their understanding. Personality is there. So anyway, they cannot even go inside the sun. Little one from where they put a telescope also there, they have to put so many filters because every whole film will burn. Correct? You just like you put your eyes towards the sun, then you cannot see anything. So what they do is that directly they don't see, they see reflection through other planets. That's so much problems. Even if you could see the sun planet, what do you understand? You cannot understand anything. Hardly you know the dynamic. And you cannot go near. Send a probe, to land on sun. Fully it will burn. There is a problem. So the highest understanding will be at least try to understand the symbolism, you can know the dynamics of the sun. Similarly, Brahma Jyoti is one level. Second level is Paramatma. And the third level is Bhagavan. And the highest understanding of the absolute truth. One is understanding the Sat feature of the Lord, eternity. Other is understanding the knowledge feature of the Lord. And that is Paramatma. Paramatma is all-knowing. Satya, the Brahman is truth. And then Bhagavan, the Lord is sweet pastimes. There are so many examples actually. We see a mountain from a distance. It looks hazy. You go near, you can see the shape. Go inside, you can see the activities. Even a train from a distance looks like light. Little nearer, you can see the shape. Little nearer, you can see activities going inside the train. So similarly, when you think about God from a distance, you think only the Brahman. Go nearer, you can know about the Paramatma feature, which is there in everybody. Go nearer, you can see Lord with pastimes. Prabhupada said that Paramatma they can understand, the yogis understand the Paramatma, and the devotees understand the Bhagavan feature, and Jnanis understand the Brahman feature. Karmis, they understand nothing. They are animals. They cannot understand anything. So this way it is divided. So Kaivalyam Narakaya Titashpura Akash Pushpayate. So all the heavenly pleasures are also Akash Pushpayate. The devotee rejects them. In fact, there has to be an impetus. No? We are all working hard. Now the exams are there. Everybody is working hard. Why are they working hard? Impetus is, then I will have so much money and I will enjoy nicely. It's a waste. Akash Pushpayate. He is thinking of flowers in the heaven. Durdanta Indriya Kala Sarva Patali Prodkata Damsrayate. Now we see yogis, so much effort they are making to control the senses. They sit in cold water in the winter and they are surrounded by fire all around, correct? They were tremendous tapasya to control the senses. Devotee looks at it and laughs. Why? His senses, because the senses are engaged in service to Krishna, the poison teeth is removed. Just like a snake. You remove the poison teeth, the snake is dangerous? No. Sometimes they do in movies and all. The snake, the poison teeth is removed. We cannot bite also. Teeth itself is not there. So there is no danger on it. So similarly, we are preaching in the society, no. These yogis and all the jnanis and yogis, they run to the forest. Because not in the city. City, so many attractions are there. So sometimes devotee feels, oh my God, if I go around to preach, so many Maya is there, what will happen to me? No. If you go, therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order is, Amaragya, Guru Bhava. On my order, go and preach. I'll give you all protection. Nothing will happen. That should be there. I'm helplessly on the shelter of Lord Chaitanya. On his order, I'm going and preaching. Definitely, Maya will not touch you. Okay? Otherwise, you'll be finished. So, yogis, they may try to control senses of tapasya, devotee. He doesn't bother. He laughs at it. His senses are controlled because he engages his senses in Krishna's service. Yogi artificially tries to withdraw the senses of sense object. But because there is no higher pleasure, he falls down again. Just like we had the example of Vishwamitra, he fell down. But a devotee like Haridas Thakur, even though Maya Devi tested him or the prostitute tested him, he was not affected. He was still situated in this peace. Because he is experiencing higher pleasure. Vishwam Purna Sukhaya. For a devotee, this world is Vaikuntha. He is so happy. Because he sees everywhere he sees. He understands this is also Krishna's kingdom. Vidhi Mahendra Chakitayate. And even the position of Vidhi and Mahendra, position of Lord Shiva or Brahma or even Indra, whatever positions, if they are without Krishna consciousness, he considers like an insect. So in this world there will be so many people, oh, so rich he is, so famous he is. For him, is he Krishna conscious? No, he is a rascal. He has only one litmus test. How much Krishna conscious the person? How much somebody is trying to cultivate Krishna consciousness? That is the only parameter he has. He has no other parameter. Then, how does this position come? Such exalted position a devotee achieves? Yat karunya. Karunya means mercy. Kataksha. How much mercy? Kataksha. Kataksha means a mere glance. Where bhavata. This comes to a most confidential devotee. And such personality, Gaurav, Lord Chaitanya. Stumaha, let me glorify. This is a prayer by Prabodhananda Saraswati, one of the disciples of Lord Chaitanya. So this is actually the way we have done a lot of analysis. How much we have done analysis of jnana? Nothing. Suppose an impersonalist comes and spends 100 hours also, he cannot convince us. We will not stop chanting Hare Krishna. Why? Because of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Otherwise, your impersonal arguments are so powerful, you will fall. You will fall for first sense gratification, then we will fall for so many other things, and then finally we will fall for even Brahmajyoti. How is it that we are away from distraction of going to Brahmajyoti? It is because of mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya's mercy is this. Let us pray for the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and we can also request like the Vedas personified here. Actually this prayer is from by whom? Sometimes the question comes, who is praying here? Vedas personified. I am praying to the Lord. Pray with my Lord. Remove the effulgence so that we can see your clear face. Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Ishopanishad ki.